Hello everybody and welcome into the RNG IDP channel. My name is Craig and tonight we've got a game day 7 matchup, a match day 7 matchup for Swansea Denver AFC. If you're new here, what I've done is I have put a team of my own creation, Swansea Denver AFC, into the 27 MLS, I guess you could say 27 MLS and 2017 MLS. And we're trying to see how my team fares against the MLS teams. So far, we are 6 match days in, and it's going pretty well so far. If you look at the table, we are sitting in 3rd at the moment. You can find this image of the table on my Twitter page at RNGIDP. We sit in 3rd with 13 points. The team we're playing today sits 1 spot ahead of them with 14 points from 6 games played. So once again, this will be our 6th game played tonight, so we're in pretty good shape. The team on the top is Houston Dynamo. They've won 16 points from 6 games. So this is a match day 7 matchup, and I want to show you. I've already done the earlier results from match day 7, so let me throw those on the screen for you. We're in match day 7. Hopefully you can read that, but let's go through it real quickly. Toronto at home drew a surprising draw with Sporting Kansas City. No goals scored there. That's an upset and a good point for Sporting Kansas City on the road. Atlanta, they lose at home. Another upset. So Atlanta loses at home. They were 5th. They were 5th coming into that game. Minnesota was 12th. So 2-0 road win for Minnesota. The Battle of the Uniteds. Seattle, they win 2-1 at home against the Red Bulls. LA Galaxy, they took down the Vancouver Whitecaps at home 1-0. Houston, yes, the top of the table leaders, Houston, they dropped one at home, big time, to New York City FC, 5-0. So the leaders go down, which this is why I wanted to show you this before our game tonight. Whoever wins this game, Portland at 14 points, they would jump Houston and go into the top of the table. If we win, Swansea and Denver AFC, if we win by 2 goals, we'll move into that first place spot. So this is a pivotal early season matchup for the table and for our team. Keep going here. Dallas takes down DC 3-1. Philly and San Jose can't break the draw. It's 1-1. Montreal takes down Orlando 2-0. The Rapids get a win at home, 1-0 over Columbus. And Salt Lake gets a road win over Chicago, 2-0. That's how we stand to this one. I have already done the pre-game particulars as far as making my rolls to see who is eligible to start. And so I have come up with this. I did this before the game day, the match day. So I rolled all the players. These are the players that are available. I've made the lineup and who's on the bench. I rolled for injuries. There was none for Portland and none for Swansea as well. So our available players: Nesbitt, Viñas, Cousinho, Lopez, Simon, and Cardenas as forwards. Morris, Hawkins, Navarro, Bernal, Ryan, and Ballesta, midfielders. Conchillos, Chique, Edelbaum, Boateng, and Mozo Moratinos. And the goalkeepers, Barrientos, and our 3rd team keeper, Pep Piqué. Urbano Charmaro didn't quite make the 18 today. So if anything happens to Barrientos, we're in tough luck. So the starting lineup, I guess I should leave that there. We've got Barrientos in goal, Boateng, Chique, Edelbaum, and Conchillos along the back line. And the number there, I don't know if you can see that, is where they are on the grid. Bernal and Ryan on the wings, Hawkins and Morris, the center midfielders, Lopez, Simone, and Nesbitt again on top. So that's how we will do this tonight against Portland. Big time game coming up here. So we will start and try and get a win tonight. Been on a pretty good roll so far and looking to keep that up. I rolled the possession die before we got on camera, and guess who wins that? Well, Portland. Hopefully not a sign of things to come, but their team looks formidable. Excuse me. And we are ready to go. So they will start with the ball and possession. And right off the bat, they lose possession, and it's a home field attack as Rory Miller passing it to Alum, and it was a bad pass. And home field advantage, that'll be an attack. Let's see, what can Swansea Denver do right off the bat here? Well, we're looking for 3 triangles, and we do have it. 3 triangles. And, oh, this looks good. 6 squares. Sure that's not going to happen. There's only 3. So that will be a shot on target right here in the first minute of the game. That will be a 9, which is a shot from the 1 spot. And there will be no assist. So let's see if we can't put this thing in. And 2 will switch. So Morris switches with Hawkins as Nesbitt takes the shot. We've got a 4-star rating. That's going to be good. Gleason is the keeper for Portland. And now I just remember that I didn't go over their starting lineup. But Gleason is the keeper. And before we can even get the lineup announced, Gleason has to make a save, and he will. And on a 4, there is a square on defense. So Alvis Powell will clean that up. But a first-minute shot on target. Henry Nesbitt, who finally broke out in the last game with a pair of goals after being frustrated early on in the season. He gets a shot on goal and has to test Jack Gleason early. Before we get to the second minute possession, let's take a look at Portland's lineup. They're lining up with a 4-5-1. Our 1 forward will be Fernando Adi, paired with Diego Valeri in that 1 spot, the attacking mid. Blanco and Asprilla in the 2 spot. Also in the midfield, Guzman and Chara, more the holding mids. And now the defense, Powell and Andriskasevich is in the 4 spot. And Roy Miller and Lawrence Alum are in the 5 spot. So, as we announce the lineup, we will take possession. And by we, I mean Portland instead of us. And that will be a 7. So that's going to bounce around in the midfield for a while. Who will win that 5-minute battle? 5 minutes pass, and we're looking for tactics. Hawkins is the only one that has it for Swansea. A D and Powell have it for Portland, and so Portland will get an attack here just on the field, and 2 attacks already happening. Let's see, do they have 4 triangles? Oh, just barely. They don't. Valeri has 2 on his own. Asprilla has 1, so that attack will be defended. Valeri has a go from distance, but it goes wide as Valeri looking to test Barrientos in goal. He takes a shot, and it goes wide. Who will get possession? That will be D5. No, so Portland will keep possession. Jackie Gleason, to the moon, Alice. I say that to my wife sometimes. To the moon, Alice. That's one of her names. So Portland maintains possession after a shot by Valeri, and this is a 3, so this will go to the highlight reel chart. Al Red Sox fan, thanks for joining us. He's going to be listening, passing out, and listening some more, and then passing out, so it's late for him. We appreciate him joining us. We're going to the highlight reel chart. We rolled a 6, And so that's the offense. Green dye player injured. So that's Asprilla. That will, let's see. We'll roll again. Let's roll for an injury. And so he will be out. He is a check plus. So he's an Iron Man. He's going to stay in the game, actually. So Asprilla is going to stay in the game. Thought he might have been injured, but he shakes it off. And while he's doing so, his team will take a... it's actually pretty funny because he switched out. They'll take the ball and keep going. And on the 3, they're going back to the highlight reel chart. So we'll roll it again. This time we get a 9. Let's see what 9 says. Visiting green dye player is not called for obvious infraction. Home player argues with referee. Referee now hostile to the home team offense. So they almost had an injury, and now they got some hostile team offense. And we'll continue on as Portland maintaining quite the possession here. And with that possession, they're going to try and build it up through the midfield, and they're going to try and do it with some pace. Pace, wow, they've got a lot of it. 4 guys. The only one that doesn't have it is Blanco, and that's going to beat Swansea and Denver, who are not the most pacey of teams. And so this will be an attack for the visiting side, Portland Timbers. So Portland needs 1 triangle. That's easy. Do we have 5 squares? We do not. So that's going to be a shot on goal. Uh-oh. What are they going to do with this? It will be shot by the 3 spot, which is Chara at the moment. We'll see. It's... oh, no. Oh, no. So Ulam passes it to Chara. And does he have 2? Whew, thank goodness. Does he have 2 shot rating? No, he does not. There was no assist on that either. That would have beat our keeper. He got all of it. But that will be saved and collected by Willie Edelbaum. Whew, tense moments there as Chara. He smashed one. But under Barrientos, up to the task. That was a screamer from Chara. And after about 6 minutes worth of possession, Swansea will finally get the ball back. What will they do with it? Well, Lopez Simone has it, and he tosses it over to Henry Nesbitt. Nesbitt over to Hawkins. Hawkins trying to beat his defender, Andreskovic. He's going to do so with pace. Nope. Andreskovic has much more pace, and so that will be a turnover. And just like that, Swansea gives the ball back again. Portland putting the pressure on earlier against Swansea. Well, I know after last game I felt bad that we had won by so much. Maybe I'm asking for it here, as Portland looks like they are holding the ball and creating an attack just like they are here. That will be an attack. And so that's a 2. Let's see, can we make anything of this? Blanco switches to Asprilla. Do they have 3 triangles? Even with the switch, they do. 4 squares? Well, we don't. So that's going to be another shot on goal this will be by Valeri and assisted by Asprilla. So Asprilla shakes off the injury, and he finds himself in a good position in the very next minute. He passes one to Valeri, and a 3 on the attack rating. That's going to be easy. Valeri's shot is a 5 with a 2 from Asprilla. That's going to handle that. 4 for the square. And Barrientos just gets a hold of it, gets a hand on it, and he will make the save. So the away side, Valeri, that's a save. But on the 7, Valeri gets the rebound and shoots it. Uh-oh. Barrientos is going to have to make a spectacular save off the rebound. Valeri scoops his own shot. It's a 10. On a 10, it's off the crossbar and in. That's a goal. So a rebound goal, as Portland deserved that one. And it's a goal from Valeri early here in the 10th minute. What a sequence and what a start for Portland as they go up early on a goal from Diego Valeri. No assist on that one as it was a rebound. But Portland puts one on the board, and this will be the first time really that my series like, let me turn that off. This will be the first time that that Swansea has trailed like this. So we will move to the 10th minute, 1-0 Portland here in Denver, as Swansea Denver trails. Can we come back from the hole that we've created? Well, this is a good start. It's a home field advantage attack. And on the home field advantage attack, can we get anything done? We need three triangles. We've got it. Do we have one square for the other side? No, that's not going to happen. So that'll be defended. It's shot by Willie Adelbaum. Adelbaum getting a little antsy, trying to make a play happen for the home team, but shoots it wide. And on a 4, does D3 have a circle? He does. So Guzman able to collect it. And in the 12th minute, Portland continues to, you could say, dominate the possession and now the scoreboard as well. And this one will be in the midfield as Guzman scoops it up. And 5 minutes pass before any action happens. And we're looking for tactics. Morris is our only tactical player. So that's going to be another attack from Portland. What can they do with it this time? We rolled 12, 2 6s. Let's see. Let's count it up just to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, that's going to be defended. And 05, does he have a circle? No. So that attack will be defended. No shot comes of it. And Swansea able to play a little bit better defense this time and get the ball back. Now, what do they do with it? Morris drops it to Hawkins. Hawkins has a go and forces a save. And that will be deflected over the bar. And that'll be out for a corner kick. So Hawkins putting some pressure on after the quick restart. They're going for a corner kick. It's taken. And what will happen on the corner? That's a 5. A 5 on the corner is going to the referee decision. So we'll roll this again. Referee decision. Let's see. On the 9, we're at neutral now after the goal. Defense foul. Offense gets indirect free kick. So nothing happens on the corner. We get the ball out, and they foul us for an indirect free kick. And here we go. Lopez Simon with the ball over to Nesbitt. And back to Hawkins. And Hawkins is going to try and take on Powell this time. Trying to do so with star power. He's got it. He gets past his man. And the attack Swansea. As Hawkins drops it for Morris. We're looking for 3 triangles. We've got it. Do we have 3 squares? Oh, they do. Darn it. So that'll be an attack defended as Nesbitt takes it and takes the shot. And who comes up with it? That's a D5. Have a circle. No, so Swansea will keep the ball And we'll keep going here in the 20th minute. Bernal, he's got the ball off to Martin Ryan. That's the first time we've seen him so far. And as he runs down the wing, he's tackled, and that ball goes out of bounds. And 3 minutes later, the ref gives the ball to us, Swansea, and we will continue. So Edelbaum has it, leaves it for Conchillos, and Conchillos, he drives it up the field with some pace, and he'll just take the shot, and he forces a save as Conchillos, from defense to offense, and forces a corner kick. So in the 24th minute, corner kick approaching, and it's a 4. A 4 is an attack with no squares, so off the corner, Swansea finds himself in a good spot. No squares. And can we get, 6 triangles. Can we get it? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we can't. And that will be a 9. So Martin Ryan off the corner gets a shot, but it goes wide. So a nice set play by Swansea Denver, but the shot goes wide. And who gets the ball? Does O2 have a circle? Of course, Jackson Hawkins does. So we'll keep possession. And this one is a 10. So on a 10, Jackson Hawkins has the ball, but it will be tackled away by Andris Kavicic. I'm sure I'm botching that, and I'm sorry to Mr. and Mrs. Andrius Kavicic. But he did well there and tackled the ball away from Hawkins and gets possession back for Portland. Here in the 26th minute, Portland's got the ball, and this one is going to a referee decision as the ref, this one's a 12. What are we going to do on a 12? Defense foul, which is for Swansea. Any primary defense player with a card rating of plus shown a red card. Otherwise, indicated player shown a yellow. Oh no. Every single one of our players has a red card. Or a card. No, I'm looking at start. Card. Oh, thank goodness. We don't have any card. Any card checked. So what does that say again? Any primary defense player with card rating of check shown red card. Otherwise, indicated player shown, that's Hawkins, is shown a yellow card. Whew. So we dodged a bullet there. Yellow card for Jackson Hawkins in the, the 26th minute. Hawkins is a bad boy and goes into the book. What did he do? He held a jersey. So they were going to give him a red card for holding a jersey? That seems a bit stiff. He talked his way out of it, and he just ends up with the yellow. So that will be a direct free kick, though, and that will be, we'll let Sebastian Blanco take the free kick. And on the direct free kick, Blanco blasts it, and that will blast off the wall and go back into play. And that will be out on the sideline for 3 minutes. And the visiting team, that'll be Portland. They'll keep the ball. As Portland will maintain possession. 30 minutes, a third of the game almost gone, and Chara has the ball. He backheels one to Guzman. Guzman didn't expect it, and so the defense, Bernal, is able to take the ball away and tackle it from him. So a turnover, and in the 31st minute, Swansea takes over. Looking to get a little offense started here. Swansea needs something going, and they'll try to do it slowly and with a build-up, and it'll be a strong build-up. 2 strong players for Swansea, Bernal and Conchillos, and 4 for Portland. They're just muscling Swansea around, and they take the ball back. So this will be a 9 as Boateng and Conchillos switch, and that will be out for a sideline battle for a few minutes. Who's going to get the ball? That'll be 4, so the team with the most circles, usually that's Swansea. 4 as opposed to 2. So Swansea does get the ball. 34 minutes in. Really not a whole lot going on for the home side. Luckily, they're only down 1 to nothing. And they're going to try and build it up slowly with some strongness. They didn't learn their lesson the last time. This time they do have 3 strong players as opposed to 4. So still, same result. And Swansea turns it over again. Getting late in the first half here. Swansea looking for some answers as Portland holds it in the midfield and looking for pace to break through. They've got 3 players with it, so that'll be enough as they speed their way past their defenders, looking for a breakthrough. Do they have 4 triangles? They don't, so that'll be taken by Alvis Powell, who's a little eager to take a shot. And that one will go wide. Powell takes the shot, and D4 doesn't have a circle, so Portland will continue their run here. Continuing possession, Portland cycling it around. This one is a take-on. A D has it, trying to get by his last man. That's Conchillos, trying to do so with his strength. Both of them have it, and so with both of them having it, we're going to roll the decider. Does the attack happen? The bullet says yes, so it's another attack as Adi bullies his way past Conchillos. And, oh no. Do they have 3 triangles? They do. We don't have 6 squares, so that's going to be a shot on target. Adi from Guzman for the moment. Adi's got it. Guzman over to Chara. Chara back to Guzman. Do they have 3? They do. Adi's shot rating is a 4. How about a 4 on target? Thank goodness. Barrientos able to stop the initial shot. On a 7, though, that's going to be a rebound shot again. So let me write this down. A save on Adi. There's a rebound, and we're going to have to make a spectacular shot again. A save again. Oh, no. Can Barrientos do it? It's a 7. A 7, a 2 or better, and it's saved. His spec save, yes, is a 4. So that one is saved and touched over the bar. And that is a wonderful double save by Barrientos as he robbed a D the first time and then mugged him even anymore. And Adi puts his hands over his face, can't believe it, that was a double save. So Barrientos keeps him close. Here in the 38th minute, it's a corner kick for Portland. Portland gets, oh no, with a 4, it'll be an attack with no squares. So off the corner, do they have 4 triangles? They do. And so who's going to take this shot? That'll be 0-1. Assisted by the 4 spot. And, okay, let's see. 3 switches. Off the corner. A D takes the shot. There's enough. It's on goal. But Barrientos up to the task again as Adi heads one. And that will be saved by Barrientos. So 3 saves on Barrientos here in the last minute. And he keeps his team in it. And Adi's wondering what he's got to do to get one past Barrientos, who's standing on his head, trying to will his team into it. And Swansea Denver on that save will collect the ball and try and catch their breath. Whew. So the 36-minute, Powell took a shot. There was a miss by a D, a rebound, a miss by a D, and then the corner kick was, well, I shouldn't say miss, saved by a D. But Swansea has the ball now, trying to tactically move it through the midfield, and that would be a midfield battle. And Portland, they've got the tactics, and they take it away for an attack. Portland on the front foot. Do they have 5 triangles? Not this time, so that will be an attack defended. But Adi frustratingly takes a shot that had no chance from the start. And that was more out of frustration, just punts it. He punts it wide. And on the restart, Chara will have it. Yes, great saves, says Al Red Sox fan. Barrientos has kept him in it. He's tried. And so Chara has it, and he'll keep it in the midfield, looking for touch. We've got 2 on Swansea, 3 on Portland. So here in the 46th minute of the first half, Portland is going to have one last attack. And they need 6 triangles to do so. Not going to happen. 0-3 wide. 0-3 wide. So Chara takes the shot this time and hits it wide. Does 0-2 have a circle? They do, but the halftime whistle peeps, and they won't be able to try and create another attack, as halftime is whistled mercifully as Swansea Denver was outplayed in the first half by quite a bit. Andor Barrientos keeping a minute as they held on until halftime, and they run into the tunnel looking for some answers. So halftime adjustments will need to be made. The coach will have to figure this one out, because Portland is all over him at the moment. Valeri with a goal in the 10th minute. That's the only notch on the scoreboard so far. And Portland up by a goal here on the road in Matchday 7. If it ended at this moment, Portland would move to the top of the table. Swansea would stay in third, but it would put them back to lose to Portland here. So, as we start the second half, our teams have been rearranged, and Swansea. Let's see, should we make any substitutions? I don't know. I don't know what we have that could help. Unless we pulled off a defender. But as many shots as they've gotten, maybe we need to put on a defender to try and stop the bleeding. I think we're going to go with what we have for now. Try and get some of those chips later. So, Al Red Sox fan following along. Thanks for all of you that are watching after the fact. I appreciate you. At this halftime break, go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you like that first half of action. Follow me on Twitter at RNGIDP. And I think we're ready here for the second half of action. So the home team, Swansea, will start with the ball. And we'll try and get something going. Maybe the rolls will go our way in the second half. This one, automatically going to the referee chart. And let's see if we can't get some cards against Portland here. So 5, it says roll a die, 1 to 5, offense called for an offside. So let's roll this gold die, and let's roll a 6 so we can get a great chance for Hawkins. It's a 4, so offside is called here in the 46th minute. And so just like that, we lose possession, and Portland will start on the ball in the 47th minute. They'll do so out of the back with Olum, and he'll feed it up into the midfield. And what will happen after 2 minutes? For some touch, and Portland has 4 versus 2. So Portland, right out of halftime, gets an attack chance. 4 triangles is what they need. They don't have it this time, so that will be defended. A defended attack. The Powell taking the shot. He'll take it and shoot it wide. But Portland will keep possession. Al Red Sox fan says, put a defender on and wait to counter. The problem, Al Red Sox fan, is that our only defender that is available to play today is Fernando Mozo Moratinos, and his card is not great. If you can see it, I'm not sure how well. He's got tactics and no symbols. So my other backup would be Dusty Swan, who has a square on his card, a midfielder with a square on his card, and he didn't make the eligibility roll either. So we're a little short-handed on the bench, and so our defender, who was it? Oh, it was Mike Decker. Mike Decker was not available to play today. So this one will go in the midfield for 2 minutes, and we're looking for touch. 1, 2, 3 for Swansea. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Portland. We're getting killed with all these skill checks, and we just don't have enough on our side. And so this will be an attack for Portland. They need 5 triangles. Luckily, they are triangle deficient sometimes, and so that will be defended as a D. Maybe Barrientos is in his head at the moment because he flails one wide. And a D takes it, and 0-3, Chara will maintain possession. So Portland doing the same thing, keeping possession, cycling, taking shots. Even though they're wild, they just are pinning Swansea and Denver back here. And as Chara has it, he gets a little cute, and Swansea able to tackle that one away. And they will take possession here in the 54th minute. Our substitutions are up and warming. We're going to have to do something here in the 60th minute or so to try and stem the tide. But here it's a take-on, and Bernal will try against Guzman, looking for star power, and Guzman has it. Bernal doesn't. So Swansea, just like that, loses possession of the ball. And Portland will be on it again. This time, it's a... Oh, this could be good for Swansea. We roll a 12. That's a counterattack. Do we have 2 squares? We do. So Blanco gets the pass, but doesn't see Chique behind him. He steals it, pokes it away, and we are in good position for a counterattack. This could be just what Swansea needed, as we rolled a... Oh, good. This is a 2. So we need 2 triangles. We've got it. 6 squares. That's not going to happen. So this will be on target, as Gary Morris with the ball. At the moment, hopefully that stays that way. And it does, as Martin Ryan with the cross downfield towards Morris. We've got the shot rating, but Jack Gleason will be up to the task to make the save. Are there 2 squares on defense? There are. So D5 collects it alum after a shot on target. But a sign of life here for Swansea, as Gary Morris on the counterattack with a shot. Nothing doing there as Gleason shuts that down. But signs of life. Will they be able to capitalize, build on that? We shall see. But as Portland continues with the ball, it will go out of bounds. And who will have it? The most circles. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 2. So Swansea Denver gets the ball back. And let's see, can they make anything out of it? They will try and do so through the midfield. And 4 minutes later, it will be a hard roll. 1, 2, 3 for Swansea. And only 2 for Portland. So an attack will happen. Swansea has some life here. 2 stars is all we need. We got it. 6 squares. So that's going to be on target again, as Hawkins, and so no assist, but the 2 spot with a shot. Can we get this one to go home, as Hawkins has a 2 shot rating? We rolled a 3. That's not going to do it. That'll be saved. Does D4 have 2 squares? No, they don't. So Hawkins with a shot. Let me write this down. On target. D4. Andrzejewicz, he can't collect it, and Hawkins is back on the ball, and he will take a shot. No, he won't. He'll toss it and tap it to Morris, and Morris, let's see, 0-2 gets a rebound shot with a 1. That'll work. 3, Gleason makes another stop. So on the rebound, Gleason makes a stop on Morris. And let's see. That's a 4 again. And a 4. Oh, it was a 5 last time, but a 4 this time. Andrzejewicz does collect the ball and clears it, but 2 point-blank tries, and that's just how it's going for Swansea. They can't put one in the back of the net, and it is cleared away. So Gleason does his best under Barrientos impersonation, stopping 2 shots in a row, the double save. And now Portland has it, looking to create with some pace in the midfield. They've got it. They've got it in droves, and they will create an attack for themselves. This would just be fitting, the way this has gone, for us to have our 2 best chances of the game, and then Portland to come down and score. But do they have 2 triangles? They do. We've got 2 squares, so we shut it down. And so Miller was the one who took that shot, and Martin Ryan able to collect it. So threat evaded as Miller takes the shot, ill-advised shot probably, just trying to hold some possession, and Martin Ryan will collect it. But before we do so, on the restart, let's see if we can't change somebody here and try and get something going. I think what we'll do is take Cheekway off. We're going to take Cheekway off, the defender. And you're saying, why would you do that? Well, I'm going to move Ryan, who has a square. I'm going to move him into that zone, and I'm going to bring in another midfielder, maybe a forward actually. I'm going to bring in Salvador Navarro. We keep losing these tactics roles, and so Navarro will come in here in the 65th minute. Navarro is in, and he will get a blue chip. He also gives us 2 circles. And let's take a look. Does Portland want to bring somebody on as well? They may. They're doing pretty good so far, so I don't know that they do. I think they'll leave it for now. They're going to ride their hand as well as they can. All right, so Martin Ryan will take the ball, and what will happen here? This will be Ryan off to Nesbitt. Nesbitt finds himself in good position, but that will be as a foul. That will go to the referee chart. So let's see what our referee has to say after that one. As we go to the 6, defense foul, yellow card, and indirect free kick. So it's a 6, so we need to look for anybody with a card. So Blanco and Adi. Blanco and Adi. Between the two, let's see if either one is hard. They both are. So we'll give it, let's see, a blank is Blanco, a bullet is a D. So a D gets a card. And it's probably fitting, actually. He's frustrated here in the 66th minute. Frustrated by not being able to get one past Barrientos. A D takes a card. And what will it be for? Be something fitting. Tackle from behind. Sure. He was angry, and he tackled a guy from behind. Lucky that wasn't a red for him. All right, we will continue here with possession in the 65th minute as Nesbitt has the ball. One touch with Lopez Simon. And we rolled an 11. So an 11, actually, we'll have to do the final 30 minutes, which it is the green die offense player and opposing defense player substitute, not switch. Okay, well, that was Nesbitt. So Nesbitt's going to come off. Nesbitt will come off, and we'll put on Viñas. So Oriol Viñas onto the field as Henry Nesbitt, our best forward, comes off, and Roy Miller, the defender for Portland, will be their first sub off. And they're going to have to bring in another defender. And they've got They're going to bring in Zarek Valentin. He's got a lot of stuff. So he will come on in place of Roy Miller. So let's hand out some chips to both of those guys. Alright, so after all that, Viñas comes in and forces a corner kick here in the 66th minute. Corner kick for Swansea Denver, and 1 and 4 change for Portland. And it's a 4, so that's going to be an attack with no squares. So off the corner kick, we're going to get an attack, and we're going to cash in our blue chip for some more triangles, which means that Portland is going to cash in theirs for some squares. So it cancels it out, but let's see what we can do anyway. Let's say 3. So we get an attack. We have, oh, actually, there was no squares, so he's going to keep his. That was an attack with no squares, and so we needed 6 triangles. Because of the blue chip, we've got it, and so that will be shot on target. So a 9 is a shot, and so Viñas will take the shot. Can we put one home finally off the corner? It's got enough, but Gleason will save again as we rolled 3 1s. That will be, they need, how many squares? They need 3 squares on defense. 1, 2. Oh, they don't have it. This could be good. Off the corner kick, it was a save of Viñas, but they don't have 3 squares on defense. So that means Navarro takes the shot, and he will do so with extra triangles as well. And now this time he will use that. So 3, Navarro takes the shot. He's got that. 6. They need 5, which they do because he used this chip. So that will be an 8 saved. So that will be a defended shot, and so that's collected by Valentin. So off the rebound, Valentin gets it after a shot from Navarro. Somehow that look like I did that right, but we're gonna go with it for now. I'll have to go back and watch that. I feel like I missed something there. Anyway, Portland will continue with the ball here in the 67th minute. My eyes are going cross-eyed. Long day of work here in the 65th minute. It's hot in here too. I don't have any air in here, so. All right, Portland's got the ball, but on a 12, that's going to be a counterattack. We got 2 squares, so a counterattack, and Swansea looks alive all of a sudden. We're looking for 2 triangles. We've got it. They've got 2 squares, though. And so that will be defended. So the defender, Conchillos, he collects it, and Mosey's down the field again, did that earlier, and he'll take the shot, but it goes wide. So Conchillos takes the shot. It goes crazy wide. Does D3 have a circle? He does. So our opponent, Portland, will get the ball. 68th minute. And this is a 4. And we rolled an 11. Actually, we better not switch that. So an 11, that means we have some substitutions to do. So Powell will have to come off. And so another defender comes off. And this time we'll bring out Liam Ridgewell. Ridgewell comes on for Powell. He'll go into that spot, and he doesn't have any symbols, so he'll just take the green chip. And Gary Morris is going to have to come off. So looks like we might be mailing this one in. Our 2 best offensive players have had to come off, showing some signs of wear. And so what do we do here? We can bring in Cardenas or Cousinho. I think we're going to bring in Juan Alberto Cardenas. I think this is his first time on the field this season. He's a forward, so we're switching formations a little bit, going to the 4-3-3, and he will get a blue chip. So we made some subs in the 68th minute, and we're looking for, oh, that was a corner kick roll, wasn't it? So that was a shot on target from Ridgewell. And Portland will get the corner kick. So pace is slowed down a little bit here in the second half. Tired legs, lots of matches in a few days. And this one off the corner will go back out into the midfield. Portland keeps possession and will look to build up through the midfield to try and get back in position. And they'll do so tactically. They have 2 tactics versus none. So they will get the attack. And they will have a, oh no. They need 1 triangle, and we need 6 squares. So that's going to be on target from the 1 spot, assisted by the 5 spot. So it's going to be 3 and 5. So Valentin with the long cross in for a D. Does he have a 3 score rating? He's got 4 shot plus 2 assists. That's a 6. That's good. Barrientos' is on target rating is a 4, and that's a 5. So let's see. It's a 8. It is a wonderful finish. A great goal as the frustrated Fernando Adi finally puts one home. And he will do so after a corner kick. That's a goal. And that one might be the nail in the coffin. A D from Valentin, the sub, in the 69th minute. That was not nice as a D puts one away. Valentin just onto the field and pays dividends as Portland goes up 2-0. Swansea has used all their subs, so this is all we got. This is who we're gonna have to ride with and try and make a comeback. And let's see, a tackle for final 30 minutes. Green Dye player from trailing team substitutes. Well, we already used all our subs, and we're gonna lose the ball anyway. So, that sucks dropping points at home. Portland's got the ball. Chara. And that'll be out on the sidelines for 3 minutes. Who gets the ball? And that will be the trailing team. So Swansea gets the home field cooking. Got to get one quickly here just to have some sense of pride, sense of home field. And they will try and do so in the midfield. 5 minutes of clock, though, runs down before anyone can get a chance, and they're going to do so with tactics. Only one on Swansea. So trying to be careful through the midfield. Swansea gives up the ball and in a tough spot, because that will be an attack for Portland. They need 2 triangles. They've got it. We've got 2 squares, so that will be defended. As Valentine, feeling good about himself, just has a go, and he'll miss it wide. But he has come on and provided a spark. Valentine has, and Swansea will take the ball. Al Red Sox fan says, nail in his coffin, catch the rest with coffee later. Well, you're a trooper, Al Red Sox fan. Thanks for hanging in this long. Hopefully in the morning you'll be able to watch a sparkling comeback. Will it start here with a build-up through the midfield, looking for hard players? And we don't have any. So that's not going to do it, as it'll be a turnover. And Portland will get the ball back. The supporters are still in full support. They are vocal the whole time and looking to cheer and will their boys on to victory, even though it looks dire at this point. And as I say so, Guzman takes a shot and puts it on goal. And in doing so, will actually, no, never mind. That was that was a tackle. So he drops possession. And it'll go to Swansea here in the 82nd minute. 82 minutes left. And we're trying to take on with Navarro against Chara, looking for hard. And Navarro doesn't have it, so that'll be a turnover. Oops. A home turnover. 83rd minute. Time running down on this unbeaten run to start the season for Swansea Denver. And Portland takes it to the midfield and starts touching it around for 6 minutes. And looking for star power. Do they have it? They have 1 versus 1. So who's going to get an attack out of this? The home side. So we're able to get the ball. Swansea able to take it away and get an attack. Can they pull one back here near the death? We need 2 triangles. We've got it. Square. That'll work. An 8 will be a shot from the 2 spot. All right, this could be something. A consolation one, at least. And let's look. We need a 3 shot rating. We've got 3, 4, yes. A 5 was rolled. And so, finally, Bernal slots one to Jackson Hawkins, who's in a good spot to shoot, and he will put one away. A wonderful finish, and Hawkins finally gets the goal. That's a consolation prize, at least, as a goal was scored. Hawkins with the great finish here in the 89th minute. Hawkins from Bernal. So, there's still a little bit of time in the 90th minute. Let's roll a die to see how much. 6 minutes. The full 6 minutes was rolled. The referee, with that goal, has extended the extra time for 6 minutes. And let's see. Let's see what happens. Crazier things have happened. Not on this channel. Well, not with soccer at least. And it will be a midfield battle for 6 minutes. And we're looking for star power. 1 for Swansea. 1 for Portland. And that will be a home. That's a bullet. Can we? We've got an attack for Swansea. Everybody up. It's a... Oh no, we need the 6 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not going to happen there. So it's defended. 0-1. Lopez Simon takes the shot. It's wide. 0-3. He's got the circle. He collects it. But that will be the end of it as the full-time whistle peeps. Another shot, another attack can't come. And at the death, 6 minutes, Lopez Simon had a chance, but put it wide. And we drop our first match of the season in a kind of a dud, I guess you could say. 2-1, drop points at home. Can't take advantage of Houston losing. And Portland definitely just outclassed us there. Man of the match, we'll take your nominations. Barrientos had a good game for Swansea, but was beaten twice. Once by Valeri, once by Adi. Adi had about 1 million shots on goal, I think, and finally put one away. So I will give it to him, who deservedly got a goal in the 69th minute. Jackson Hawkins pulled one back for Swansea Denver in the 89th, but it just wasn't enough as Marcos Lopez Simon couldn't put his shot on frame in the 96th minute. And that was all she wrote as Portland goes on to victory here in Denver 2-1. So let's take a look at match day 8 and how we will have to turn things around if we want to contend here. Match day 8. Swansea Denver. While the Rapids have the match day off, we will travel to Salt Lake, where Salt Lake won this week or this match day, and we'll have to compete with them the rest of the schedule. Orlando takes on Toronto. New England travels to New York to take New York City FC on. Montreal travels to Columbus. Portland, these will be the table-leading Portland Timbers will host their rivals, Seattle Sounders, in a derby match. DC United faces cross-country rivals LA Galaxy. Vancouver will host Chicago. The Red Bulls will host Atlanta United. Sporting KC hosts Philadelphia Union. Houston Dynamo will face a tough test on the road in San Jose. We'll need them to drop some points out there. Well, both teams are actually high up in the standings. We face Salt Lake in Salt Lake, and Minnesota United will be home to Dallas to wrap up match day 8. So I know my resolution is kind of funky at the moment, so hopefully you could hear me rather than seeing that. But this was a tough one. We dropped some points at home. Kind of a bummer. But it is a long season. What is it? 46 match days. And even though this one felt pretty critical early on, there'll be plenty of opportunity to make up those points. So, I'm not going to get too far down. I enjoyed it. We had our chances. And after that big win last week, it kind of feels apropos and somewhat, I don't want to say refreshing, because I don't want to lose, but it kind of feels a little bit, I don't know the right word. It feels okay that we lost, just to show that my cards aren't too crazy overpowered or too that this thing is going to be easy for us to win the rest of the way. Portland came in here and whooped us pretty handily, and I'm assuming a lot of the top teams from this series will do the same, Toronto being the other. Have a feeling we're not going to win many of those matchups, so we'll have to win points when we can against the lower teams and hope that the instant results charts gives us some breaks so that we can climb the table. But this has been fun. I'm going to switch in between doing soccer and baseball, just whenever I feel it's fun to have multiple projects going. I didn't know how I would like it, but it's been pretty good. Got some feedback on the baseball game. It's been a while since I've done that, and so a lot of positive momentum for that video, so kind of re-encourages me to play some more baseball. So I'll be doing that, and if you like this one, I know I'm rambling a little bit, leave me a thumbs up. I've got to go do some mock drafts for fantasy football. Got to get